Hello there guys, it's me, Unstable Voltage, and welcome to episode 17 of Endless Legend. We've managed to almost wipe out the orange guys, even though that's not specifically what I was trying to do. We own a lot of the map now, and the biggest problem that we currently have is with the necrophages. These guys are going to be the biggest pain. I didn't notice that one of their armies had moved down here, because I actually closed my borders to them, which shoved them off down the bottom of the map here. I'm also going to build another settler and capture this uninhabited area down to the south. So I'm going to go into Moori's here and queue up a settler here. And what I may do is actually just boost that up and put it in front of the Pixie Blood extractor. Now, I do have my army up here in Lillian, defending it from these necrophages, but our borders are closed at the moment, so we are fairly safe. So it would take me only 2 turns to get down and deal with this army. Now, he does have his hero here, but I think I've got quite a strong army, and I'd like to go down there with my army and maybe do a little bit of damage and see if we can't wipe that army out. I'm definitely going to need to take it out before I try and get a settler down there anyway. This city has grown. Everyone is in gold. I'm not too sure why. You need to have at least one person in production in food, or you're not going to grow anymore. Maybe it's because of the happiness issues, and it's just deciding not to grow. But I think that's probably a good spread for the population at the moment. Let's go ahead and end the turn. I'm hoping these guys don't come in. I have closed my borders to them, so they can only come in if they make a direct declaration of war. And if they do make a direct declaration of war, then I can go after them more easily. We can go ahead and just attack these guys straight away. So that is definitely what we are going to do. Like I said, they do have a hero in here, so we do have to be a little bit careful. We've got a very, very good chance of winning, and our militia is close by as well. I'm not going to fight this one manually, but I am going to spectate it, because why not? We've got a lot of units now. We'll see how the AI deals with it. It's definitely put our Titans up front, which is going to help. Their hero is a big, nasty-looking unit there. Our Centaurs are going in first. They are going to charge in. Looks like they're going for that unit at the back. And they do quite a lot of damage. We take some poison damage in return with the look of things there. In goes our Dawn Guard. They're also going around to attack the same unit that the Centaurs just did. Again, they do relatively reasonable amount of damage, but not great. More Dawn Guards, they are going in. Not sure who they are going in for. They're actually going to attack those guys. Again, they take some poison damage and a lot of AoE damage there. In comes the Marines. Looks like the Marines are firing at their hero for 99 damage. He only has 322, so that's a lot of damage he takes instantly. Our hero takes a shot at one unit and destroys it completely in a single hit. Marines are moving forward but not taking a shot. In comes the Titan. Titan hardly takes any damage and deals a massive blow to their hero. In comes in our second Titan. He's a little bit stuck. He doesn't really have anywhere he can go. They're starting to move his units forwards. He's attacking our Dawn Guards from behind. Yeah, you're a little bit injured now. You need to back up. I'm not sure why you're attacking. It's probably going to be bad for you. But there's a lot of damage done there by something, and I can't quite tell what. In go the Centaurs. I think the Centaurs are finishing that unit off. Those Dawn Guards are going in. There's a lot of poison coming from these guys. They're quite nasty units to have to deal with, which isn't going to help. The hero is taking shots again from my Marines. Their hero is dead, so that is an epic start. And in goes my hero shot and finishes off their last unit. Not too bad. I don't think we lost a single unit there. We did take some damage, but most of our units have an ability that allows them to heal at the end of battle, so that's certainly not a bad thing. Yeah, we won. We didn't lose a single unit, so we will dismiss that. You guys are going to head back up to Lillian because they've got more units up here. Certainly glad that we managed to get rid of their heroes anyway. So let's go ahead and go on to the next turn. We still need to get this 50 pixie dust and 30 mithrite in order to be able to get the quest finished. We are building a pixie dust extractor, which is a good thing. They are making a declaration. They want to close borders. That's fine. I've got closed borders with them. If anything happens between us two, it is definitely going to be because of war. So that is understandable. I notice we've got some units up there as well. So we do have to keep our eye on them and definitely be up here and ready to deal with them should the time come that they choose to attack, which they will, because it does look like they're going for some sort of expansion or conquest victory. Let's go on to the next turn. We'll have to have a look in a minute and see how close we are to this Pixie Blood and Mithrite. So, population in that city has grown. New Empire plan can be set up for the following turns. Not really building a lot of military units at the moment, and we're not really attacking. I think we're going to be alright for a little while, because it's quite a lot of points to get that, although that is probably the most sensible use of our points. Keep the science going. Let's get up to there. I just can see these guys declaring war on me and attacking me if I am not careful. We've got 7 units here. We are going to go ahead, and we don't have another unit we can add to it. We are making another little bit of an army over here. That is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have a production going at the moment. Do I have anything here that will give you any sort of happiness? Central market, that will give you an extra 25. Let's do that. And then the winter shelters. You can rebuild that. You can also... Can't rebuild that because it just goes off the screen. And you can rebuild that. Now, one of these cities did have access to one of the resources that we wanted. We can't get that yet, can we? Don't think we can. Geomic Labs we also want to get. We definitely want that. What else would we like over here? Probably not an awful lot else that we can actually get right now. Let's have a look at our stockpile on our Empire screen. Yeah, we don't actually have the strategic resources that we want. Pixie Blood we do have 37, and we need 50. And we have Hydromeal, but we don't actually have the other one that we need. Oh well, well we can still carry on. We're not doing too bad. Let us. Who needs to move? You guys, you're in the city. That's fine. You just idle there. So I can't even go up ahead and fight these guys because the orange guys do have their borders close to me, which is a little bit of a pain. But we have now reached a new research area. Just tier 2 equipment is now available for heroes and units. And newly trained units will now be elites level 5 and cost more. So that's quite nice to know. We've completed the rare metal foundry. Loot as many treasures as you can. Yep, we knew we were going to fail that quest because I just wasn't even bothered about it. We have now opened this era of stuff. What do we want? Health regen on city. Anything going to give us happiness? Arts Council. 30% approval on cities. Yes, yes. Well, 30% on 30 approval on cities. Let's definitely get that going. What does this give us? Improved dust alchemies and town criers. Well, that's quite nice. Let's definitely get that queued up as a close second. And what about that? That's going to give us plus 100% research on cities. That's going to be useful as well. So, what can we do? There's not an awful lot going on right now. Let's actually end the... In fact, before we do end the turn, we may now be able to build the extractor over here on this mithrite deposit. Can we? Yes, we can. So let's get that queued up. And that will be all we need then to get that quest completed. So that's going to be good. So let's leave that as it is. And we're still massively ahead in score. Actually, no. Belly Slice is actually ahead in score. Those necrophages that are taking over the entire map. And I've just remembered the thing that I was intending to do on that turn that I completely forgot about, which was upgrading my military units. So let's go ahead and do that now. In fact, let's start off by actually inspecting our hero. Let's look at weapons, because we now have tier 2 dust, although I still think what she's carrying is probably going to be better. 27 attack and 40 damage versus, 155 attack, because obviously that uses a resource, so it is much, much more expensive. As far as the... gear goes, let's go and give her all the tier 2 stuff. Only 49 dust to upgrade, so that's not a bad thing. What have we got here? That's the one that gives us an army health boost. Do we have something that does the same? Regeneration, improved life. That's army health boost, improved vision, improved movement. Yeah, improved life then. Let's go ahead and give her that instead. That'll be fine. We'll accept that. 107 gold, or 107 dust. Not too bad. Let's go into the army screen. So we need to pretty much upgrade all of these now. So we're going to edit our marines. We are going to give you the tier 2 armor. So let's go ahead and do that. As for your weapon, you're using the crossbow and the shield. We can give you the tier 2s. So I've got no problem with doing that. As for your little trinkets there, regen 1 and improved life 1. So let's give you improved life 2 and regen 2. So that makes them 150 dust more expensive, but that's fine. Dawn officers, let's go ahead and do them. It's going to be the same deal really. So we're taking their one-handed axe and upgrading it to the tier 2 version. Same goes with their shield. And then we'll go in for their armor. Give them all the tier 2 dust armor. That'll make them a little bit stronger. They're not actually using any trinkets at the moment, but giving them regeneration will be very good. Giving them improved life will also be very good because they are frontline fighters. Let's go ahead and apply that. Titans, definitely need to upgrade these guys. Weapon. So you might as well have the tier 2 claws. So let's go ahead and do that for you. And then again, we'll give you the tier 2, the helm, the chest, the legs. You're using some trinkets as well. That's the one that gives you improved life. So we'll go ahead and have the tier 2 version of that. You're not using anything there. I think you're using the one that gave you improved movement. So let's go ahead and just give you the tier 2 version of it. So that's you done. 110 dust. Centaurs, Justicars, they all need doing really. So let's go ahead and do this very quickly. You are using, again, one-handed axe. Let's give you the tier 2 shield. We can just double-click these, actually. Or is it single-click? Yeah, double-click those. It just makes it easier. That is the improved life ring. Let's give you the +2. Improved movement wouldn't hurt at all because you are a cavalry unit, so being able to move better really, really helps you out. So let's go ahead and do that. Justiciars, last unit that we need to do, and then the whole lot is done. So you take the tier 2 one-handed sword. We also give you the shield, and then helm, chest, legs. You are using improved movement. Tier 3, you might as well keep that then, and we'll give you the let's give you the improved life. Okay, that is all done. A little bit costly, but at least now if we go to our army, we could retrofit the entire thing for 1,171 dust. We don't have enough dust to do that, but next turn we will have, because we can't be that far off it. Although saying that, we're now only making 24 dust per turn. It's actually going down quite a lot. There was one point where we were making like 300 dust per turn. I'm not sure how we were managing to do that. Probably when I didn't have quite as big armies to manage. This place has finished its production there. We could go ahead and get some additional dust going here. Probably not a bad idea. +4 dust on city. Let's go ahead and get that, then that. Then we'll get the right of way. Don't think we need all those people on food. Let's put another one in dust. It's still going to be 2 turns before it grows, so it's not going to make a huge deal of difference. That's that finished. So those armies are still up there. Still don't quite have enough to retrofit. Exactly how much do we have? 1157. On the next turn, we'll definitely have enough to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and skip another turn. Well, not skip another turn, but end the turn. And now we should have enough gold to retrofit. There we go. So that's going to be a much more powerful army. You can see our combined health. Hit points for the entire army is 3,762. And if you look at these guys, 770. So, you know, we have an awful lot more health. I just can't get to them at the moment. We are now starting to get the mithrite, which is really, really good. Our glass steel's finished. That's why we're not getting the massive amounts of gold anymore. Look, we've just gone up from like 20 or 30 to 189. So definitely need to keep that going. Stop forgetting that I have that available to me. Now, we're actually on turn 185 now, and I'm not sure how many turns are required before the game ends. It's quite possible that the game could end at turn 200 and the necrophages could win. Our hero has just leveled up. I'm certainly going to give her this thing that gives her more damage, because she is primarily a sort of a fighting hero. Construction is completed of our Justiciar in Telillian. What can we build in Telillian that would help us out with things? I certainly think getting Strength of the Vault could be quite useful, because we don't want this city getting captured. It's a very, very useful city. Endless Recycling will be great too. The Deep Generator. And probably the Advanced Alchemy Lab. Can't afford to rush any of them, so we're just going to leave that as is. Population has changed in a couple of our cities. Well, we expected that to happen. So let's leave things as they are with all of those. I don't think we need to bother about them too much. On to the next turn. I am going to really have to think about doing something though if I intend to win. I mean, I was going for a science victory, which I still sort of would like to get. What are you doing now? Are you just insulting us? That's fine. I don't care. Right, necrophages have moved into the green area. Which actually means it would be possible for me to go and attack them. Because I can't go into the orange area and I can't go into the necrophages area, but I can go into these guys' area. At least I believe I can. Yeah, because I do have peace with them, but I think I can actually go into their territory. Can't reach these guys on this turn. Right, let's go ahead and end that turn. I mean, ideally, we just want to try and wipe the necrophages out. They're the guys most likely to win. I didn't manage to get them there, unfortunately. They just literally got out of range before I could do anything about it. But I can't actually go into their territory, so let's plot back to my own. Thought I could chase them down, but didn't work out. The golden tree. Anomaly. Wind-blown spores of dust seem to be drawn to this magnificent tree, whereupon they knit themselves into the slender branches. That's quite nice. +8 gold from the golden tree and +1 gold from shrubland, +20 happiness. Very nice. Why couldn't I have had that in my empire? Okay, on to the next turn then. And just before we move, we'll just have a quick look and see if those guys come back. We now have the Arts Council. That's going to be good for those cities that have low happiness. Doesn't look like they're coming back, so let's move back into our own territory. So let's have a quick look at the city list then. We've got some that... I mean, most of them are fervent, but some of them... most of them are, sorry, fervent, but most of them are sort of only content. It'd be nice to do something with these. Winter shelter, you got a lot of stuff queued up here, but what you really need more than anything is sewer system. That's going to help with the happiness. I'm sure that sewer system wasn't there last time I looked. In fact, let's put that first and just rush it to get it done. And then we'll have the central market. And we're going to move that up towards the top as well after the sewer system. Okay, and let's go into this place. You are going to have the... Can you not have it? Or have you already got it? I don't know, seems strange. What about this one? Nope, can't see it for you either. Okay, well, we'll wait until things are done and then we'll decide what we're going to do on those cities. So let's go ahead and end the turn there. Achievement unlocked, real estate mogul. Wonder what I got that for. Maybe it's for having a certain amount of population, I don't know. Still got a settler ready to be produced somewhere, because we do need to go down and capture this last unoccupied area to the south. What do we have going on here? Got a few places. Well, there's only one place that stopped producing anything. Let's go ahead with you and get the deep generator going. And then I think we can have the endless recycling. Let's really see if we can bump up the science output that we have. Let's end the turn again. Maybe I've not concentrated as much on science as I should have done. And that may well hurt me in the long run. What I might need to do is go around to a few of my cities. I mean, some of these cities do have a lot of people. working the science output. In fact, I think we can just do it if we skip around this way. Maybe take one out of production, put it into science there. This one, maybe one out of food. You're not doing an awful lot, so let's go ahead and do that. You're probably fine as you are. You're not even bothering with food. You're still growing, oddly. Gonna be a long time before you grow, but that's not too bad. So you've got a lot in production. Putting a few more into science isn't going to hurt. Maybe we are still on track for a scientific victory. I'm not too sure at the moment. As long as I can stop anyone else from getting any other type of victory. Don't really want to have to go to war with the necrophages if I can help it at this point. So let's just go ahead and end the turn. While we're not at war, we will use this opportunity where we can to do our very best to make sure that we just win. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rush through these next few turns unless something significant happens. And speaking of significant things, here's a winter just to make life annoying. Because we are getting some mithrite, even though we're getting it very, very slowly. When we do get enough of it, we will be able to go ahead and complete the quest that we have. But that is about all that we are able to do on this video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Endless Legend, and I'll see you next time. So until then, goodbye for now.